This is On the Scene with Carissa Des, and we are here at the Merge pre-function at We Out Here magazine with our friend
Eris Moon.
So nice to meet you finally. I've heard a lot of good things about you, and I've heard your music actually before even meeting you, which is always great to and then seeing you in person just adds to it. So
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Of course. What type of music do you make? Like kind of like hyper pop? Is that what you would say?
Yeah. I kind of hyper pop was more of like a community now. I would say I fit more into the digicore genre, but definitely in line with that genre for sure.
Sure.
Just genre bending, genre subgenre mixing. Sometimes I can't even define what genre my songs fall into.
I love that. That's my favorite type of music, honestly.
Yeah, just vibes.
Have you heard of glosscore before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, because you had mentioned digicore, and I'm wondering if it's similar to glosscore, because glosscore is kind of like in the realm of hyperpop, but it's just like very cute, and pearly, and like sweet.
I would love to get some glosscore. Okay,
yeah, I was like glosscore. Okay, I like this. So what can you tell me about digicore? Like what makes it digicore?
Digicore, it seems to be something along the lines of like digital. Like when I think of digicore, for me, I think of like distorted, glitchy vocals. Just like beat switches at the worst time possible, to where like completely like the listeners like anticipating something and they get something completely different, or they flip the whole entire like vocal mix on its head and just go in a completely different direction than someone would expect. So
sure,
just something along those lines for my ADHD brain to feel fulfilled, I guess.
Does it make you more energized, or does it like kind of draining, or is it like more energizing, that type of music?
It's really, for me, it's definitely more energized. It's like it's all over the place, because that's how my brain really is all the time. So when I'm able to just kind of fully like just let go and bring the energy in one area, and then just like completely like switch it to like some angelic, like soothing synth type wave.
I love that, because my brain gets bored easily. So.
Yeah, see?
So it's like when things are constantly changing, I'm like, okay,
yes,
I'm listening to music, so I'm not just spacing out. So I love that. But I've heard like, I've let some people listen to some of the music. I listen to all sorts of music, but when I've listened to like hyper pop or like glitchy music, I've showed it to my friends who listen to more like mainstream, and they're like, this hurts my brain. Like it's draining,
Yeah, they do say that,
it just depends on the brain, I guess.
It really isn't for everyone. There's a certain, type of listener that it takes. But I mean, there's those mainstream versions of the genre that is easier to kind of take in. It's like the easier, what is it, easier palatable? Is that the palatable for the listener?
Yeah, I feel like the generation before me would never like that type of music.
Oh hell no!
Their brains just can't wrap around it.
They're gonna tell you to turn that shit off.
They call them boomers, but I don't call them that.
My parents' generation, probably like boomer, a little bit after boomers. I don't even know.
Is that Z, or I get them confused? But I'm a millennial, so.
Same, millennial gang.
Yo, you're a millennial too?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were
the last year of millennial.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So this is the first merge with Kmar Woods and Victoria. Yabut came together, and Kmar just started this where she's bringing, and I've kind of mentioned this too, like there's so many people that throw their own shows, and I keep telling people, like, why don't you just come together and do shows together so that you can get both of your crowds. So it's like,
oh my gosh.
Night. So Kmar was like, well, actually I'm doing that. So I was really excited to hear this, and she's going to be doing this with other artists as well in the future. So I'm really excited about it. How did you first hear about it? You knew Kmar before this, right?
Kmar went to a show that I performed at. It was our hyperpop show, the first volume. And it's so funny that you say that, because I have a friend named Z Smoke that is doing literally the same thing that Kmar does. Yeah. And he invited me to that, and I performed at that. And I will never forget this night. Right after I finished performing, it was so hot inside that venue, so I had to get the hell outside. And right when I exited the building, Kmar was just right dead right there, just standing there
like an angel.
It's just an angel. It was like destiny. I couldn't see. It was dark outside, so I really couldn't see her face. But she just came up to me, and she was so sweet. And I almost started crying when she was talking to me. She's like, "Hey, like your performance really gave me chills." And
she told me about that too,
yeah, and I was like, "What? You got chills?" And she started, kind of just giving me a little rundown on who she was. She sang rap, and then, the next day or a couple days later, she reached out to me on Instagram and invited me to the merge. And at that point, I was just like, yeah, like this is what I love to do. So I'm never going to turn something like that down. And Kmart just has beautiful energy.
Yeah, definitely. How long have you been in the music scene for?
I would say I dropped my first song in like 2019.
Okay, so you've been around for a minute.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming for sure.
5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and where do you? And it's been in Portland, or did you move here from somewhere else, or have you been making music here in Portland?
Yeah, I've been here in Portland. I was in Bin for a little bit, and I kind of was like cut off from the world. But yeah, over in Portland, I haven't done a lot of shows. I think the most shows I've done was like this year and last year. So just finally starting to get out there.
Nice. I mean, I think COVID definitely slowed things down for everybody.
Oh yeah.
But some people said that they were making music constantly, so I guess it didn't slow some people down, and it gave some people an advantage. But for me, I honestly didn't really want to do big projects. I'm like, I'm just chilling, for like 2 years. But I
mean, that's valid. I was just shut inside making music. I think that's really when a lot of my growth came to be, because everyone goes through that period. So
sure. So what can you say about the Portland music scene? What can you say about the pros and cons?
That's a good question. I would say the pros of the Portland music scene is really just how diverse it is. There's so many different, sounds out there, and so many, different stars and powerhouses, and just people that are just out there are just passionate about their craft.
Right.
I would say the biggest cons for me is probably just people's egos. It seems that
Wait, what? Egos? Portland? No,
egos in Portland is massive, and it honestly had turned me off from even working from a lot of people in Portland. And then
you just have to be picky, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean,
you give your time and energy.
Right? Because I literally I talk to anybody, collab with anybody, anything. If there's somebody that I've messed with their music and I really liked it, I don't care how many followers on Instagram I have, or how packed out shows I have. It's about the music,
Right.
And that's what it should be. I mean, in my eyes.
5 years in the future, if you could be anywhere with your music, where would you be?
That is a good question. I would say probably creating a space where we can throw shows very often, like the merge, maybe like a space where
doing your own show, or just you're talking about the music scene in general, having
a space like that in Portland, or just headlining, or even tours. I would love to tour. Performing is my favorite part of music, so if I can do anything that has to do with that and just travel around, that sounds fun. The freedom of all that is just beautiful to me.
Making money, making music, living your dreams.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
What it's
all of it, all is inclusive.
Yeah. And one more weird question. If you had to watch Barbie over and over, have you seen Barbie?
I haven't, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, if you could go see Barbie for the first time with any singer, any artist, famous, living or dead, who would it be?
If I had to choose right now, it would definitely be Ice Spice.
Okay.
I think seeing the Barbie movie with Ice Spice would
yeah, for sure.
And we can sing her song together, right, when it comes on in the movie.
Her and Nicki Minaj, that would be sick.
Yes, oh my goodness.
I would die.
Yes. For sure.
Thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you for having me.
We have a sound check coming up, or you already did sound check, right?
Yeah, I did sound
earlier.
check.
Okay. Well, we have this show coming up at Kelly's Olympian, and this is going to be an ongoing thing, the merge with Kmar, and
we merge in
whichever artist, if you're lucky enough to be a part of it. And I'm really excited to hear your music live, because
I'm excited to show you
your stuff. So it's so nice to meet you. This has been On the Scene with Carissa Des here at We Out Here Magazine Creative Space. We're about to go to the merge, and I'm here with my special guest,
Eris Moon, period.
Period. And can you give us your socials so people can
Yes.
follow you, your fans of future?
At Eris Moon Live on everything. One word, Eris Moon Live.
And that's on like streaming as well, like SoundCloud,
On
Spotify.
streaming, it's just Eris Space Moon. That's Aras Moon. Everywhere else, it's on Napster, Tidal,
Napster, forgot about
Spotify,
Napster.
SoundCloud, MySpace. You can find me everywhere. You can't get rid of me.
MySpace, what?
You can.
Yeah, music. That's crazy. I have to look into that. Well, it was such a pleasure to meet you, and I'm sure
It's a pleasure to
that
meet
we'll
you.
interview in the future and have a little bit longer of an interview.
Yes, I would love to
as well. So
And you're giving Barbie, so
thank you.
beauty. I'm glad to be here.
this is my dream house that I'm in right now. So just so you know.
So next up, we have Four coming to the stage to bless us with her presence.
This is On the Scene with Carissa Des. We are out here at We Out Here Magazine Creative Space for the merge pre-funk with Kmar Woods and Victoria Yabut. But today we're here to talk with our special guest.
Four.
This is my first time meeting you, but I've been following you on social media for a little bit. So have you worked with Kmar before? Have you collaborated with her before?
No, actually, this is my first time like actually collaborating with her. Like I've seen her and I knew about her. I would hear about her like through other people, but like we just recently started becoming like a little bit more close. And like I did a show with her like not too long ago, and that's kind of how we met and got more intimate. Like to know each other and stuff. So I just kind of recently met her. I don't really, but this is the first time.
Cool. How long have you been making music in Portland?
In public, I've been making music since October of like 2021.
But like in your room, in your shower, in your car.
Yeah. Like at home, I've been making music.
I'm like a superstar pop star, but only in my
Right.
car, in my shower, and where nobody else is.
I had to build up the courage and
Yeah,
strength.
you know what? Like that, I've heard anyway, and I've been noticing too that confidence is really what helps bring your voice out.
Yes.
I didn't realize that it was a psychological thing. I'm just like, I
Really?
have a crappy voice, but like when I started feeling more confident and less shy when I was singing,
You have a
it
more
just-
like projectile.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel it.
So, what type of music would you say that you make? I haven't listened to a whole lot of your music yet, but I'll see it tonight.
Yeah.
Perform tonight.
Preferably, I love to make R&B music, but I don't like to just like, single myself into that one category. I do like to do other things like dance hall and,
dancehall. I
some
love
more
R&B
like,
too.
I guess like upbeat R&B or like, R&B pop, some type like, but I usually just go for R&B. So I would say I'm an R&B artist. Yeah.
Okay. And so, do you normally collaborate with other people like in your songs, or is it?
It's
You
usually
haven't been
me.
doing it for very long, so
Yeah.
probably not yet. Okay.
It's usually me. Just me by myself for the most part. But I've recently started collaborating with people, so I'm doing features now. Like if anybody wants to get a feature for me, But I do features now, and it's kind of weird. Like I'm still getting used to it because almost all of my music that I've ever made is by myself. There's everything that I've made with other people is like unreleased, but like publicly like release on streaming platforms. No, like I haven't collaborated with anybody. So
Okay. Well, there's no
I'm excited.
So, is there anything I can cut this part out too? But is there anything that you're like something that you're the best at when it comes to music, or like maybe you know how to do something that a lot of people don't know how to do, like something that you're or like I'm a professional at this one thing specifically, or
The one thing that I'm really good at, I would say probably harmonies. I'm really good at like creating like little melodies and stuff. Like I listen to a beat and I instantly hear melodies in my head, like, different pitches and stuff. So
Right.
I would say like harmonizing and like probably lyricism. I feel like I'm pretty good with like playing with words. So
Okay, nice. And do you, because like a lot of people tell me that a lot of artists have said that like they go into the studio and the music doesn't come from them, like it comes from, they just like are a vessel. Do you feel like that, or do you not feel like that?
I feel like that sometimes. It kind of depends on my mood, but like for the most part, yeah. Like when I'm in there, it's like I don't know how to describe it. It is like an energy, but you feel like a lot of the most popular songs that I've made come from like genuine like emotion.
Right.
And I know that I have to get in my zone in order to like really give what I want to give on the track, you know? Sometimes I'll meditate before, like just to, you know, because you're getting into it. You know, if I have time, I'll meditate. But sometimes I'm late all the time, so I can't.
I'm always thinking,
I don't always have time to do that.
Like stretch and meditate, and I get there like 10 minutes late, and I'm like sweating, running around. So I
know I overestimate myself.
Yeah. So when you write songs, because you said that that's like the thing that you think you're best at is lyrics and melodies. Okay, so for me, I actually write a lot of songs. Like every day I'll add to my songs, but it'll just be like, I'll just have this thought, or like there'll be like like something that runs through my head, and I'll like put it in my notes app. I have to like pull over and do that. Is it more like that? Or do you sit in a studio, listen to the beat, and then make your music?
I listen to the song first, but the way that I go about it is like, I always have like a preconception of how I feel before I start recording.
Okay.
So like it's like really,
okay.
I don't want to say just emotion driven, because it's like I can just write a song like, you know, and then it'll still be a pretty good song. But like I genuinely make the best music when I'm like feeling something, or, you know, like I'm in a mood, or I have just like a spontaneous idea. Like that's always when I have like the best, you know.
Yeah, that's what I hear a lot. Like lyrics usually come from like the strong emotion. For me, I'm just like, it's usually when I'm like vibing, having a good day, and I'm like just feeling creative and I write something. But other times it's like when I'm heartbroken.
I kind of have both though too, you know, like a lot of my songs are breakup songs, but like I have a lot of like, you know,
a breakup song.
It's so easy. You don't even have to go through a breakup to write a breakup song.
Yeah,
Sam Smith didn't do that. Like,
oh really?
Yeah,
he was like made stuff up.
No relationship.
Okay.
Like,
well, I guess, you know, whatever it takes, honestly. Right? And yeah, like with music, honestly, like you can use any like AI, or like when you use auto-tune, you know, like I used to be so against that, but it's just like some music is just electronic music. So it's like whatever you want to put into a song is still your creation, right? You know, so
exactly.
Where do you get your beats from?
I actually have a producer now.
Okay,
but
I was gonna ask if you like make your own beats, or if you.
No, I don't make my own beats. I wish. Like I've made beats before, but I freaking suck. So,
Same.
But I can make
a lo-fi beat,
you know, I've made like some cool trap beats. I'm not gonna lie. I've made trap beats before.
Okay, well, send them my way.
No, yeah.
Let me sample that.
I have a producer, and I used to get beats off of YouTube. So
okay, I hear that a lot.
Like BeatStars and stuff.
Yeah. Have you seen the Barbie movie?
No.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's seen it. I was driving earlier today, and I seen these people at the movie theater, and they were wearing all pink, and I was like, I know exactly what you guys went to go and see.
Well, usually I dress like that anyway. I felt like I was like, and I didn't realize it, but I was like, I had, you know, blonde hair before that, and I like dressed whatever, like 90s like skirts and whatever.
Yeah.
And somebody I was dating at the time he was like, oh, you're a bimbo. And I was like, what?
But that's actually a good thing, you know? Like,
it's like the style. He's like, no, it's like bimbo style. And I was like,
right.
I still don't know how I feel about that. But now it's like I've like seen in like Entertainment Weekly and whatever, like bimbo is like the new vibe. And I'm like, I've been there. Okay.
I started this. But also the term isn't that bad either. Like,
it used to be
it was like a negative term.
Not as bad anymore. Yeah.
Now it's like, you know, like you can bimbo like your life, like it's really just
your life is
playing oblivious to, you know, everything. So you just don't stress, you only worry about like,
honestly, sometimes it's easier that way.
But
like there's just so much weird stuff out there that we don't know. I'd rather just stay ignorant to some of it.
That's what TikTok is for. I see everything on TikTok.
It's like once you start watching the conspiracy theories, it just like keeps coming in, and then
it's like a constant.
Yeah. Exactly. Have you made music on TikTok? Because I know that people can, you know, get famous off of just posting like one video on YouTube. So,
yeah.
TikTok, not YouTube.
Yeah, I do have a TikTok actually. I use it pretty frequently. I like upload every day. So.
Oh, every day. Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, it's Whybelojo. Literally just for, and then like, you know, Glorilla, like it's Whybelojo.
Oh, okay.
But it was like, it's like an inside joke, but. Yeah, that's my TikTok. If you want to follow me on TikTok.
Can I learn the inside joke? You don't have to.
So no, it's funny. So the inside joke is that I had like someone that I was talking to, and
For the older people, that means like kind of dating.
yeah, like so somebody I was talking to, and he told his friends about me, and I don't know where the joke came from, but they started calling me Glorilla, and then he was like, Glorilla, like, and I'm like, why are you calling me this woman? Like, I don't look like her. People love to tell me I look like things that I don't look like, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Maybe the vibe. I don't even know.
Like
her
she's
vibe, really,
gorgeous.
so.
She's
Okay.
gorgeous, but no. So yeah, they started calling me like Glorilla, and then like that's just my nickname. And like I literally remember I was with him one time. Yeah, I was just like, I was with him one time, and then like he FaceTimed his friend. He was like, "Yo," he was like, "Hey, Glow." I'm like, that's not my name, like like. But that's where Whybelojo came from,
Okay. And where can we find you? Because you said that's your TikTok, but where can we find you and your music, like on social media and streaming platforms and all that?
I'm pretty much on everything. YouTube.
But it's for OUR, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All caps. If you're on Apple Music, you can just type it in, and like you have to press the search.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I'm on everything: Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud. Everything that I am under is just for.
Okay.
So
Dope. One last question. If you could work with anybody, make a song with anybody living or dead, famous, who would it be?
that's so hard. That's a really hard question.
I feel like mine's always Lil Yachty, like no matter what. Like
That's so
deserted with Lil Yachty.
I love that. He's funny.
I know.
I think I would just I love Chris Brown. I really, really love Chris
Okay.
Brown. So like if it's not Chris Brown, it's Party Next Door because I really, really love.
I love that song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you would do a song with Chris Brown.
And
Okay,
Party Next
I
Door.
can see that. I can vibe with it. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with me.
Of
This has
course.
been On the Scene with Carissa Des here at We Out Here Magazine Creative Space. We're here for the Merge Pre-Funk with Kmar Woods and Victoria Yabut here in Portland, Oregon. Let's go. And with our very
Period.
special guest over here,
4.
for our beautiful guest. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see what you got coming up next. All right, who's up? Yo, what's up? This is On the Scene with Carissa Des. We are out here, and we are here for the merge with the lovely Kmar Woods and her friend Victoria Yabut coming together, merging for the music. Kmar Woods, can you tell us a little bit about how this started and like how you made it happen?
So getting a little deep, it started as a vision. I'm a very visionary person. Just had an idea one day. I threw a show back in January, but I had an idea, didn't know how to navigate it, but took the steps with sources around me to understand how to navigate it in the most organized way. And the concept of the merge is to merge communities of any people or any artist in their phase of their music journey. I handpicked these artists. I really believe
Did a good
in
job.
every single one of these people on the lineup. Everyone is just immaculate when it comes to their performances. A lot of them caught my eye. Some of them are people that I haven't known very long, but it's just very meaningful to me because I had this vision to merge communities, and this is volume 1, so there's going to be many more after this.
Lovely. What does community mean to you?
Community means coming together without separation, and creating a safe space for people of color, LGBTQ, like anyone can be in this space without...
Gay people feel safe with Kmart, so.
Exactly, but it's just I want the representation to be there, and when people come to these shows, they feel the energy, they feel the gratitude, they feel appreciated. And I know how it is being an artist and not feeling appreciated or feeling like a show I'm going to is disorganized and I'm not, being taken care of. So I really tried to go the extra mile and curate this into something that people feel like this was an achievement and it was a great experience for them overall.
Yes. Well, I was there at your first show, and for your very first show, I'd have to say that you were very organized. I was helping at the door, and I was amazed that was your first show, and you brought all those people out. I was like, have you done this before? Okay. No, so you do a good job, and I feel like you were meant for this, and you have a way of bringing people together and just connecting with everybody. So I love you. Doing a great job. Keep it up, girl.
Too. It's all, and it comes down to like, I don't know what everyone else has been through, but, sometimes it can be hard to believe in yourself. But, once you get around inspiring people, you start stepping into your purpose. And it's so meaningful to like make these connections and feel like you're thriving in whatever you're doing. I also know how it is. Like when I moved to Portland and was doing music at first, I knew no one. I started going out to open mics, wasn't getting paid for a long time. And I mean, it's literally only been a year, but I wasn't getting paid.
Feels like a long time.
It feels like a long time because when you do a lot in a year, you kind of look like you're like, damn. Anyways, but I just wanted people to get a better experience than I did. And that's where it kind of comes into play of like embracing talented individuals in any phase of their journey. I want them to feel like they're appreciated because art is beautiful and it's without it wouldn't like
the world would be a boring ass place.
The world would be boring as fuck. It'd be boring as fuck. What would you do without music? May I ask you? Birds chirping.
Are you asking me? Oh, just hypothetical. Okay.
I was thinking to myself, my bad.
Okay. Well, I would ask you that and go into detail, but we got to get to the show. They're waiting for us over there. Everybody here we got our people here and we're the party. So we got to go. You know what I mean? This has been On the Scene with Carissa Dez for the Merge with Kmar Woods at We Out Here Magazine Creative Space. Thank you, Max Smith, who also put together the thesis. Great person who also is a big, somebody who brings the community together. So shout out to him.
Shout out to him as well. Like I was trying to contact the venue for 2 months and me and him started getting closer and he had the direct connection and got us booked like that and got the date set up for me. And so I really show a lot of gratitude towards him. And it's hard to find people that believe in you when you're starting off. And so,
and he doesn't do that for everybody. Like if he sees you putting in the work and he sees that you're a great artist and working with the community, then yeah. But so yeah. Well, this has been On the Scene. Thank you so much, Kmar. Can you give your social media before you go?
My name is Kmar Woods. So KMARWOODS, 2 Ks and 2 Ws. So KKMar. Woods.
Go give her a follow because this girl is doing big things. You heard it here first, okay?
If you aren't at this one, you better be at the next one.
Yeah, what's up? This is On the Scene with Carissa Dez. We are here at We Out Here Magazine for the Merge with Kmar Woods and Victoria Yabut. And we have our special guest who drove all the way down here from Seattle, Washington to Portland, Oregon. Whybelojo. And where did you get that name? Because some people have said a little hoe, what? But I'm like, no, he's cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
there's nothing. Don't be hoe shaming either. You know what I mean? So
sure.
where did your name come from? If you don't,
I'm definitely not doing that. Honestly, my name was YB originally, but I just created that name because I already had it on like social media and shit. So when I started going on all platforms and I was searching up YB originally, it was like a whole bunch of people that already had that name. You feel me? So when I put in Whybelojo, that's the only thing on any search engine that would pop up.
That's like something that I would think of. Like when I'm not going to talk about passwords. I'm going to delete this part. I think of like the most crass stuff that I could, I don't know, just like pops into my head.
Yeah.
So
And
there you go.
Explicit, just kind of catch people's attention. So.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Gets the job done for sure. So have you done many shows here in Portland? Have performed at many shows?
Yeah, for the Storm Tour, we did probably around 4
Shout out to
or 5
Lebo.
shows. Yeah, shout out Lebo for sure. He definitely put on. But yeah, we've been out here a couple times. Definitely.
Nice. Well, what do you have going on in Seattle, like in the near future? Or I guess just in general with your music? What do you got going on? What do you got coming up?
Well, I just dropped an EP with Baby Stone Gorillas
Okay.
from LA. It's called No Skips. It's on all platforms. We got lots of music, shows, videos coming out. We got a show on the 25th of August, me and K Vibes back home in Bremerton. But yeah, man, that's the plan. And we're going on tour, Storm Tour 5. So.
Okay. So you'll be doing some traveling though? Then?
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Okay. So the Merge is about merging communities together. What does community mean to you in relation to your music? Like, why is it important to you, I guess?
I ain't gonna say like I really my music kind of relates to my community, to be honest with you. But I mean, just my personality, I just kind of keep things authentic as possible, and yeah, I keep things authentic as possible, and yeah, I mean, I'm always doing shows in the city, always putting on with artists.
Yeah, I always see you popping out.
So
like, yeah.
mandatory.
Yep.
That's where you're from. So
Exactly. You could tell that you're passionate about it because it's like, yeah, I'm always seeing you like posting that you're gonna do a show and stuff like that. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
Nice work. Keep up the good work. We're about to go to the show. We're about to bring the party to Kelly's Olympian for the merge. So we're out of here. But thank you so much for talking with me. Whybelojo, can you give me shout out your socials before we go for your fans and future fans?
Yeah, it's Whybelojo, all one word, all social media. Let me spell it out for y'all because people can't spell all the time. YBLILHOE, all one word. So yeah, just go search that up.
Go follow him. All right. Well, this has been On the Scene with Carissa Des. And we are here at We Out Here Magazine Creative Space for the pre-function, for the merge, and we're out of here. We got a show to go to.
Shout out Kmar Woods. We're out here at Kelly's Olympian, the merge. We just started the show. Our first opener, 4, is up right now, and we're just getting started. So I hope y'all are ready for a good ass night because we got to get it popping. And we just getting started.
So, what is the merge to you?
The merge to me, I feel like as a woman we had this interview, like last time we interviewed, we talked a lot about this, about how we want to see more women in the community, and I feel like being co-host, at least for me, co-hosting this event with Kmar Woods, my beautiful host of the merge, it's really important that women are represented in the community by people that not only support women, but want to put more women on, because, you know, if we succeed, you succeed, and having 2 women hosting an event to create a safe space
That's
for
powerful.
everybody, all the girls, the guys, the gays, whoever you are, this is a safe space.
You're welcome. Come on.
So, you know,
I gotta
let's
go, 'cause
merge,
I gotta go
baby. Let's
introduce the next
merge.
Let's
artist.
merge. Okay.
What's good with y'all?
Yo, what's up? We're here at Kelly's Olympian for the merge with Kmart Woods and Victoria Yabut. And we're here with our friend Young 808.
Yes, sir. I am the
Tell
DJ Young
say your name
808.
first. I don't know if they can even
My
hear me
real
without
name
my
is
mic.
Young. My real name is Young, and my DJ name is Young 808. Nice to meet
That's
everyone.
not your real name.
Yes, it is.
We had this conversation. That's your real name is Young.
Young West. Yes, ma'am.
Young West. Okay. What did your parents name you after? Do you want to walk this way while we're talking?
Yeah. I have to head this way because I have to start heading back to the DJ booth.
So what is the most important part of being a DJ?
Honestly, I like helping out artists and making sure their sets go smooth. And like honestly, when it comes to DJing, the crowd control is really fun, and I just like music overall. So I just try to do it on the daily and keep it going because that's what I love to do.
I always see you popping out. I'm spending a lot of time out here, so props to you for that.
Yeah.
So DJ
Yeah.
over here, Young 808. Hey, what's up? What's your socials?
Young 808, so Y0, and then the rest is like regular Young 808, and then on Facebook just Young West, and on Snapchat Crew4926.
Yeah, Kmar, you know what I'm saying? We rocking right now. So come down here for us. Kelly's Olympian, you know,
What's your
tomorrow.
name? I'm gonna go
Peanuts
with-
and chocolate though.
Oh, hi. It's Wayne Gray. How are you doing? Wayne Gray. At the merge, Kmart Woods and Victoria Yabut merging together,
We're
merging the
absolutely
community together. And I just want to say that your hair is on
Thank
point.
you. Shout out Bentley.
He did your hair?
Bentley did.
That looks pretty good, actually.
What's up? What's your name?
My name's Sai the Kid.
Hi, kid.
But you know, we out here at the merge. Shout out Victoria Yabut. Shout out Kmar Woods. They about to turn the stage up tonight. It's about to be lit.
Okay.
Young Acro in the cut. We outside for Victoria, Kmar. The vibes are always good.
I would rather have you here than I say it, I'm blaming, I know you got pain to it. I guess you good. Yeah.
It's a good ass show. We at the merge.
I need a reintroduction to It's Tiffany Nicole.
Tiffany
Icy.
I'll see you to the top, I'll win. We'll see you to the top, right? 3, 2, 1, let's go. He would already drink some more and I say no. He's spicy chances to be spoken on I said, trust my intuition, boy, and that should you gon' turn this to a war song. I'm the reason where I come from. And I'm the one that's on this stage.
I'm Kmart Woods, by the way. I don't know if y'all know me.